Hey, I'm Mike Grayson from the band Mike's Chair, and you're watching 117 TV.
What if I told you, what would you say? Would you stand by me? Would you walk away? What if my walls came down and you saw everything?
Well, we are back where it all began, on the campus of Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee, with Mike Grayson from Mike's Chair. It is great to see you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
What's it like being back?
I'll tell you what, every time I come back here, it is so interesting to me. A, because the campus doubles, I think, every time I come here. And there's so many memories here. I mean, it's so fun to come here. This is where it all started for us, and so there's a lot of really good memories here.
Yeah, and this school really is known for music and so much creativity that comes out of here. What was your experience here? Did you come here to write and to pursue music?
You know, I initially came here as a commercial voice major.
Okay.
So I wanted to do music. Very quickly found out that the music major is probably the hardest major here on campus. So I switched. I went to music business. But I just wanted to be a worship leader, to be honest. I was like, I want to come, I want to find a church and get plugged in that way, because I had been leading worship since 5th grade. So that was kind of my passion. And then really within the first 2 weeks of our freshman year, Mike's Chair started. And it was this thing where I wrote a song and recorded it. And then literally as we needed instruments, guys from like across the hall and down the hall would walk by and hear us recording. And they're like, hey, I play guitar. Do you need it? And we're like, yeah, come on, let's put it on.
You had a pool of talent
Yes,
literally in your dorm.
Literally. And it seems so random at the time. But now, I mean, Mike's Chair's been around for 10 years. So, I mean, God knew what he was doing, you know, but it was our first show was here on campus in front of 1,200 students.
Oh, cool.
And we didn't even really know each other that well in the band yet. So it was one of those things where I'll never forget, one of the judges in the showcase looked at us and they were like, no matter what, don't break up. Don't break up. And I still think about that now, gosh, almost 10 years later.
We can't talk about Mike's Chair and be on campus and not talk about Mike's Chair.
Yes, yes.
It's an actual object, right?
Yes, it is literally a chair that was given to me by the guys in the band back in the dorm. It was a thing where we all lived in Pembroke, which is right here on campus. And I lived on the 3rd floor of the dorm, but all the other guys lived on the 1st floor. So when we were writing and recording and playing, I was literally sleeping on the floor in their dorm rooms because we just spent all of our time together.
Right.
So one day when I came back from class, they had gone out and got me a chair so that I would have something that was mine down on the 1st floor. So I wrote Mike really big on the chair, and that's where I wrote all the first songs for the band. And literally for us, now it's just a reminder of where we started and just how faithful God is to take us from, you know, a dorm room
floor,
to,
literally.
Yes, to a dorm room floor to, you know, kind of the platform he's given us today. So it is literally a chair. You know, a lot of people will come up and go, wait, let me guess. And they'll pull out scripture and they'll do this deep, amazing meaning to Mike's Chair. And I always have to go, I wish it was that, but it's not.
It's actually
literally just
a wooden
chair.
folding chair.
It's not even comfortable, but it serves as a reminder for us.
I love that. I love that. And congratulations on the success that you guys have had, including this brand new album, which just came out. This is All or Nothing, and it is the brand new album from Mike's Chair. Congratulations on the success.
Thank you.
And we are all hearing the brand new single out called People Like Me. I do love that song.
Thank you.
It really does have a special meaning, though, to you.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the personal connection to this particular song.
Yeah, you know, this is our 3rd album, and this is the first time that I've been able to put to lyric and melody kind of this part of my life and my family's life. And very shortly put, the song is all about my family's struggle with addiction, really generationally, in my immediate family. And for some reason, the drug of choice has always been alcohol in my family tree. And so this song is really personal for me. And it's one of those songs where I think at this point in my life, I've been able to kind of step back and see the perspective of an addict. And see that even though I wasn't the one drinking, you know, obviously my life was affected majorly. But I've been able to kind of put myself in their shoes and realize that a lot of the questions that we ask of like, God, you know, does your grace actually cover people like me? The things that I've done, the places that I've been, they're asking the same questions. And so this song has just been that moment of, yes, in fact, his grace does cover people like all of us, no matter what we've done, no matter how deep the hurt, no matter how deep the shame, You know, Jesus welcomes us. And so this song has been so awesome because for me, it's really cool to be able to share my testimony in that way. You know, for so long, I think a lot of us struggle with, well, what if people really knew? You know, would they walk away? Especially people in the church, you know? And as I've shared this, I've experienced the total opposite. And what I've realized is when you bring darkness into light, it's no longer darkness. It's now called redemption, you know? And so to be able to do that every night is just awesome. And the response has been so cool, from, you know, kids whose parents are addicts to addicts themselves to family members. I mean, I had a woman come up and she gave me a token, and it was her 20-year sobriety token that she wanted me to have, because every night I get to share that. Even though my family went through all of that, as of this year, we're celebrating 20 years of sobriety and recovery. And so it's just been really special. And it's taken 3 albums to get there. So this is a really intensely personal record for me. And I'm just blessed that I get to be on this side of it now and get to hopefully help other people.
Absolutely. And I do love that reminder, because no matter whether it's addiction or whatever the trial is or whatever it is we all personally struggle with, we need that reminder that he still loves people like me, people like us, whatever it is. So I love that reminder, and that you were able to put it into such a beautiful song.
Cool.
So lots of good stuff on this album, and you're out on tour right now. A few more dates still left in this one. Yeah, out with some fun guys, Aaron Schust, and who else on the
Johnny
tour?
Diaz.
Oh yeah, Johnny Diaz. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. So be sure to try to catch him out on tour, and they can get the dates on your website, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Mike'sChair.com is the hub for everything Mike's Chair.
Everything Mike's Chair, except the chair. They can't have the chair.
Yeah, you cannot have it. Yes. You wouldn't want it. Trust me. It's really not worth having. But
hey, but it made for a great title that keeps people very curious.
Yes, that is
now
very
we have
true.
let them know.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for joining us, and congratulations on the new music and all the success.
Thank you so much.
All right, thanks so much.
Hope in the darkness, reaching for me.